Johnny M in the mix.
Hey, traders, welcome to the stream. It's great to see y'all. We have a little movement, a little more movement. Oh my god. Just a little more movement than we've seen the past, like, you know, weeks, couple weeks. Oh my god, just a little move up to 16,984. Almost touched 17,000. But still, looking at the daily on Bitcoin, scale it out some. It doesn't look like much, but I don't know. You wonder if you're putting in a base right here, like one low and then maybe a higher low. It's always possible above 16.2. The most unlikely of supports that would be defended and would usher in some sort of rally in price. You know, you could think about, you know, unlikely heroes of Middle Earth, hobbits. Are you kidding? This would be the hobbit of supports right here, dude. Okay, Santa. All right. So it's not really Bitcoin, the main store today. There's always, like, you know, every day, especially when all markets are open, there's normally like something out there that is the headline or the significant mover, and it's normally not Bitcoin, right? It's just we happen to start the stream of Bitcoin. Cool. We look at it because it's very important to all of crypto, and you know what it is. It's on the thumbnail. It's crazy. It's incredible. It's TA being respected like amazingly. It's Ethereum Classic, and here it is. Just, you can't even make it up. Just looked at this yesterday. The butterfly completed type 1 in June and type 2 in December now. Oh, it's 289. Who's 289?
289 traffic again in this yo tip $25. Doge USD $4 daily, thanks Artie.
Hey, 289 traffic. I've never even been on the road of 289, so I don't. Would you care to tell me what you're talking about? I seem to have amnesia, or not. Thanks so much. Hotty toddy, sir. All right, I think. Yeah, we'll look at that. We will look at Doge for sure. That, you know, it's okay. Didn't really do what we want. Everything. There are not a lot. There are some assets that are at the same level as ETC, where it was yesterday before this move, and they haven't really moved like this. So you think, I mean, if this is a massive engulfing candle on the daily that will be confirmed in less than an hour, and it will be the highest daily candle close since December 13th, which really isn't like that crazy, I know. But if it was to continue, you would think between levels, $22 to $24. You can clearly see the inflection points from history from 2017 all the way to 2018. A lot of up and down. I mean, it's duh, right? It's almost like duh. Of course, that's probably a reasonable target to believe ETC would make its way to before possibly reversing, because that's where it definitely reverses. And if it ever broke it, mother of God, it goes to $40 very fast, because history tells us that. So that's what you got going on. It was the divergence at the 886 at the type 2 return of the butterfly. And just so happens the type 1 and type 2 ended up being a bullish bat pattern. Scott Carney thought this was pretty cool too. We were discussing this a couple days ago. But, you know, like, okay, again, right, this one, it was at the spot, man, and maybe, you know, it's performing so well because this is actually a type 2 of an older harmonic. But then you have stuff that was at its own pattern completion zone of the same harmonic structure, like comp, is it composition? I don't even know. Comp, COMP, comp coin, joke. Harmonic completed, 88% retrace. Bullish divergence at the 88% retrace. And great, pretty decent context. I mean, it's all-time lows, but anyway, it's like after long drawdowns, you look for the harmonics to identify themselves. I love them at levels after drawdowns. Remember, this is this large pattern. I mean, this talking like a almost 200-day large structure, M shape, and a supply line. You know, anchor points 1 from September 22nd, anchor point 2 from November 5th, and then a third touch and respect December 15th, and now, quite possibly, achieving a breakout of a supply line with a bullish engulfing candle, and, you know, again, like 48 minutes till your daily close, and will be your highest daily candle close since December 22nd. That's comp, maybe beginning a reaction. Possible, right? Comp was up 6.5% today. There are others that are up. Right, you have It's the one that was, excuse me. KSM was in a weird spot. It was the M shape with a possible type 2. I think this is very, very interesting here, right? I mean, like, it's here it is. It's awful. I know it's been getting destroyed, and for a long time, for months, it was like, oh, this is just going lower. This is gonna go. Like, it's a crab pattern. So it's gonna go to at least 2650 and then goes below it, but never becomes invalid completely. One low and possibly a second low. There was definitely divergence, and it continued even most recently. Triple divergence there. Maybe it's type 1, maybe it's type 2. And if that was the case, it would be just the beginning. Where it's happening is pretty interesting, right? You fell below the old, I guess, all-time low from October 2020, but buyers have gotten the price back above it. So you just got to wonder, is this a type 2 return of an extension pattern, the crab? I don't know, man. We can go watch Jim Cramer, and he can spam his soundboard and just say a bunch of dumb crap, and yeah, man, he'll be on national TV. Screw TA, right? Let's just talk about bull crap, and that's our financial analysis. Okay. Forget harmonics, man. Forget traditional technical analysis, man. No one wants that stuff. There's no demand for this. People just want to see bull crap. Right? They just want to see, I don't even know. Like, I guess it doesn't matter, because it was never about like that. So as long as you're here, people that are watching, and you care about this stuff, screw everyone else. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Crab type 2, potential type 2. It's really maybe beginning. You just don't know yet. And it could manifest into a wave up, and the wave up doesn't mean it's going to be bullish. The trend's going to reverse. It just means it may go more significant. You come to $43. My God, if things are bad, it just goes to $31. Can we get a sound check, audio check on the music, and right click, turn Christmas mode off. All right, there it is. God, it's off. Santa will not threaten us. He will not disrupt us anymore. Sounds okay. So, it doesn't mean it's going to become bullish. It just means that, hey, a new wave could begin here. That's it. And then, something like, isn't it reasonable to believe if a new wave begins and later, like months later, oh, okay, yeah, you break to all-time lows and you just go to way lower lows, right? Okay, fine. But that might be months. So just pay attention to this at a very interesting level. I would love to see an edge, even if it's an extension harmonic type 2 return with bullish shepherd's. I would like to see it at a level that's kind of interesting, right? Versus in random no man's land, right? Let's just go to Ethereum. We'll look at others, but I know people are interested in the bigger coins. So remember a few days ago, Ethereum just kind of walked out of the channel it had been confined in for well over a year now. Broke 1223 today, very interesting, and is now testing the top end of that zone of inflection, 1260. If Ethereum market participants, if the buyers, if there are enough of them, and the supply runs out at above 1260, there could be a very fast run to 1420. That could very well happen. So understand, you are on breakout watch on Ethereum right now. The sellers tried really hard in November, didn't they? Failed. Rally, but then just another too much supply at a supply line. Tweezer top reversed. But then this new data we're receiving is showing us that, wow, there are more market participants involved in December than there was in November than there was in June. Interesting. And we know we have an almost completed M shape. Never got there. Never got to the formal pattern completion zone of the BAT pattern, which was an 886 at 1,020. Never got there, but hey, U.S. oil this summer never got there either. 85% retrace on U.S. oil. And what did looks like an 83% retrace on? I mean, that's just not deep enough. It's not. It just never made it. And then maybe there's just too much demand. That's what that means. I don't know. But I'm just telling you right now, you're breaking you've already broken it And you'll be confirming that breakout in 42 minutes. But if you just look and you understand, it's that dead cat bounce from 2018. You're above it for now. And you break this local 1260 level, 1263 or whatever, 1420. So that means potential upside if you break this level, 11.5% upside on Ethereum. Buyers defended that threshold, right? You never fell into the bearish control zone. You back tested it as support. And today, Ethereum making its highest relative strength reading since November 7th. Not bad. Headed to 60. Positive momentum building now. Not bad. Okay. New data presenting itself, making us very intrigued. So that's Ethereum. We can look. BNB had a really good day today. Third largest crypto, 5% up. Wow. Back to the levels, right? Back right at that September, October, November low. And it seems like, I guess no confirmation allowed. That was it. Crazy. I think you had some favorable macro that helped here. But safe for now. Big range, right? 225 to 330 with a couple inflection points in between that are more minor. You're at it. I don't know if you'll hold. This is exactly, it would be your first time if it was closing today around this level lower. Look, it's like, we're talking 10 cents. No, it's at it right now. You close at it. You don't break it. It could reverse here tomorrow. It's right. What was once support could become resistance. I don't know. Again, like without the discernible edge that we look for, all those variable combinations, right, at key levels, it's just kind of like flipping coins. So this thing wasn't really at a level, unless you were scalping. It was one time. A lot of fear. Divergence came in, but just one low. And when it was up at this level, it's just, you just coin flip, man. Could have easily just gone down to test 225 again from where it was. And even if it was up there, how would you strategize? Stop loss and entry. It would have been very tough, if not impossible, where it was. So BNB, nice day, 5%. Could go higher. Let's just go ahead and look at Doge. Well, let's look at XRP. I know XRP, the Moon Boys, they would riot. Up 0.96%. I think they're already going to riot because it did not catch the follow through that some others that we've already looked at did, right? Especially the market cap, higher market cap ones like Ethereum and BNB certainly outperforming XRP today. Couldn't catch the bids. But, any day above 32.5 cents is a good day for XRP because you still have a valid potential type 2 return of a bullish bat pattern. Bartley-Gartley. And that's it, right? This is kind of like reminds me just the ones yesterday, like Ethereum a couple days ago, where it's like, well, it's at the level. It's like Q&T. It's at the level. The bids have to come in now if it's real. Like if this is real and is respected, if the type 2 return, this happens next. But it just hasn't occurred yet. So you're still staring at like a lower risk entry area where like, hey, BNB didn't have it. But that liquidity grab, that certainly would have stopped virtually everyone out that was playing the type 2. So if someone didn't play it and they didn't get stopped out and their trade didn't fail, they come right back in and try again. Right? And be something like that. They get 4-1 right there. Just going that high from November 4th. Just like that. Stop loss just right back below the level. Maybe that was it. And then, second target, probably 58 cents. Third target could be way higher, So you're at it, man. You're near it. But where are the bids? Where are the buyers? I just don't know, man. What's up, Philip, dude? What, you live in Miami? Look, man, if you're out there, you're a member of this community, you live in Miami or South Florida, DM me. Hit me up. I'm moving here. It is like confirmed. I put the earnest money down today. It's happening. So I'm really excited. It's a huge life event for me. So, think it's better to do this in these market conditions than super hype, ridiculous market conditions, because that's when everyone's doing it, right? I am buying right now when no one's buying, and I kind of like that. Buying into the face of, oh God, it's so scary. But dude, did countless hours and hours of research to find the perfect spot for me. So, okay, XRP is okay, it's fine, it's at that low risk area, but no one's buying yet. Not enough people are buying it for the impulse. You think, like, right, we looked at Ethereum Classic, or we look, you know, what's comparable to this before we look at, well, Doge is kind of comparable in ways, up 3.26%. And, right, you officially hit that 88% retrace on the date of December 30th. And now a bullish engulfing candle will be confirmed on the daily in 36 minutes. Very nice. Bullish divergence, right? Positive momentum building again today. Very nice. Pretty. Still below that 200-day moving average, but above a key 6.5 cent area. So you just got to wonder, is this it? This could be it. And it's a shark completing. I mean, it's a perfect shark. It's got the 190. It's in between a 1618, 224 on the C to D, and the 886. So I think you're, I mean, you cannot be surprised if like a more significant rally occurs here, because this is where it happens, man. You look at this and you look at ETC, and it's like, hello, how many times do we have to look at harmonics completing at 886s before you realize, wow, it actually can play out? I mean, these can be reliable if identified properly. Sweet, yeah, everyone. I know we have multiple viewers and people that trade down here. You know, I know. So I've already met people that went to Alabama. You know, like University of Alabama, like fellow alumni and stuff, and people. It's great. Awesome city. So Doge, there's your Doge, sir. 289 on Highway 289. I don't know what that is, but yeah, I'm not gonna miss that because I don't even remember it. Cap up. All right. So if you look at Doge, you gotta look at Shiba, right? Well, Shiba, here it is, man. Like, it's potential type 2 return because no one's buying, but today it's up 3% and it's breaking above 827, which is just this minor low from November 9th, and if it holds above that, 885, 896 would be on deck. So it's still like, maybe this is it. Yesterday, you just don't know, and maybe today it's getting closer to being like, yeah, we're type 2ing at where? Literally the 886. And at really good contextual areas where it's like, oh, after a long sustained bear trend crash, you lose 99% of your value, and then after that 99% retrace in June, the pattern presents itself 200 days later. Here it is. This is a very significantly sized structure, so it could very well be reliable if it plays out. But we do understand the macro is awful, but it is a new year, a new quarter, a new bi-weekly or bi-yearly candle, so there could be new price action. Very interesting. This could be it. You don't know. We don't have to know where something's going to make money, but we do know this is an actionable area with, just marginal stops.
Again on the MIA Penthouse, Missouri Jesus Mon. Locals only.
Locals only. I'm gonna get your board and cut your line, man. What's up, Kenny Powers? Thanks so much for the 886. Have fun in Hawaii, man, with April and Toby. Thank you, dude. Kinks. All right. Interesting, compelling arguments developed at this level. You just don't know, man, right? Tomorrow, as Bitcoin crashes, okay, it's all over, but this is as low risk as it gets. I mean, like, you could look at this and then a month later, it could end up looking like this later. I mean, I'm right. This is a painted picture. So if this was real, the next thing that happens is that massive new wave up. You've ended the last wave down, so it'd be time for up. All right. But wait, there's more. I don't know, right? We looked at all the big coins. So, I think it's good to, you know, look at these cryptos because they're just at interesting levels. I know someone had brought up Tesla as being at the completion of a butterfly, and it's like, you're very right. This is not as good as like something like KSM in terms of the technicals, because it'd be like a type 1 return, and it's barely moved. I definitely wouldn't be like, this wouldn't be the one I'd be, you know, dealing with. I wouldn't be like putting my money in this one because there's just others, but like, you know, it's holding a 2019 low, and it caught some bids today, but just not many. I don't. It's just cool. It's cool to see reactions occurring. And then you had Dash, looks pretty interesting, up 7% today. But look what Dash did. You know, like, broke out of this channel, broke the channel supply line, and has back tested it formally as support in December, and even locally making you know, confirmation low, higher lows, significantly higher lows than the low from the formal bullish back test from November 28th. That's real, right? I mean, this goes all the way back to yesteryear. This goes back to effing January 2020, when you know, market participants, the buyers, pushed the price above that inflection point and then back tested it, and then the rally ensued. You broke other resistance, and then on the sell-off, there was so much demand and or not enough supply that you could not rival the same price as you saw in late November. So therefore, accumulation argument's very real on Dash, and I think being above 38-39 cents, it could yield you to $56. I think that's very good. And it's so funny, right? On the date of November 9th, you saw the lowest price since 2017. Unbelievable, right? Crazy. Not many assets, if any, are doing that, unless they're just making all-time lows, right? This is a legacy coin. All right, took out that COVID crash low. And here's your 2017 wick down here, back there. So, crazy, right? Bullish and golden candle will be confirmed. You'll be breaking back above the 200-day moving average with a daily candle close confirmation in 30 minutes. That's cool, dude. These are good things. Above 38.57 is safe for a potential $56+. Okay. That makes sense? Okay. Let's look at Cardano, up 6% roughly. Didn't really have anything. I mean, I don't think this, I mean, maybe a fib extension might be reacting out of fib nodes. Not even. It was, you know, here's your 1.618 fib extension at 23 cents and just front runs it by 2 cents. And you see, this is one where it doesn't really, I mean, yes, there was bullish divergence on this. There was. But it didn't show us what you want. Right? We're looking for an asset to give us all the congregation of variables at key levels. This was not at a key level. This was not giving us any sort of type 2 return. This was not a formal harmonic completed. Not really anything like that. It was just, but it was deep, right? You were in those deep fib extension levels. Just looking left, though, it's not very strategic of an area, right? For a reversal, I don't know. I mean, like the candle right here. There's way more data on other charts, but it's crazy. This was a candle open from April 2018 when it got listed officially on Binance, and it did pivot there. It is reacting off that. So wow, crazy. Just not like my favorite, because there's just others that are better, and that's the beauty of it, right? You don't have to settle when you can scan through thousands of assets if you want to. ENS was looking pretty interesting. I posted to patrons about it. If you want to see charts like this, when I say that, I mean join the Patreon. You know, the 100% crowdsourced stream. That's how you support it. Talking about the bullish divergence that developed after virtually hitting the measured move of the beautiful rising wedge, and that's like a target of a trade setup. It's in Patreon, but you know, it was only one target. There were more targets, and those, it could still be valid. It's just shorts are covering, second low, maybe confirmation low, and I do think it's pretty cool. This price, I mean, it's very much so a level of inflection, right? $10 psychological. Oh, that's what it is. It's that candle open getting listed on OKX November 9th. That's what it's holding. Buyers defending that once, maybe twice, could be an Adam and Eve, double bottom in development. I like the divergence, great combo, and it could be running to 1336 to 1446 if it's real. And my God, man, I figured it'd go a little bit lower because at least an 886 to complete some massive M shape. But nope, it is the, wow, it's kind of like a cipher. 65% retrace and a 786 here. So it's crazy, like the bearish continuation pattern played out, was respected, but then at, you know, it hitting the measured move, it starts bottoming out and starts, reversing, starts showing a potential bullish edge on the oscillators, and it's kind of playing out. Bullish and golden candle, highest daily candle close since December 15th, confirmed in 26 minutes. All right. Crow posted to patrons. Is Matt Damon about to buy? Is he buying? This is the level, right? It was on the 4 hour, I think. Yeah. One low, key level. Second low with the divergence on the daily and 4 hour at the same time. I mean, it's only been shattered and pretty much hit all-time lows. Not quite the lowest low ever, but yeah, basement, like 98% plus retrace from the all-time low to the all-time high. That's 99%. Yep, this is an area where if you see a double bottom, you can't be that surprised if it rallies. Okay, Matt Damon, saving the day. Bullish and golden candle will be confirmed. 25 minutes. Breaking back above a candle low close from December of 2020. Nice. Wonder if, like, it's one low then the second low here. Very good. Out of the bearish control zone on the daily RSI. And let's go to QNT that we know has been the golden child chart. This has been the specimen where there has just been, it is showing you everything you could ever dream of, though it has not really taken off yet. It's going to engulf 25 minutes.
Check out Maker My Guy.
The Maker guy died, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Rush. Thank you, dude.
What's up, bro?
What's up?
Can we look at FET/used painting 3 white soldiers on daily?
Yep.
Trying to break out of a falling wedge on the weekly targets? I'm in Lauderdale. Did you make it up this way yet?
Oh no,
Happy
man.
New Year. Let's check out Dollar AG First Majestic Silver.
Mother do, man. So, dude. Yeah, look at the Majestic Silver Corporation, the miners. The miners doing the dude. Oh my God, CDE, like, oh, it's so, it looks so tasty, man. For a position trade, just a long CDE, and I mean, I do. I'm just sitting in it, and I don't really care. Up and down, it swings. 5%, 2%, 6%. I know it does. Probably because the volume's not that great, but it's where it's at. It's the harmonic completed, and yeah, we'll look at that. Don't even get me started on miners. We can look, okay? Thank you, dude. Another dude, man. Played the. I'm sorry about Michigan, bro, but I'm sure you were. You didn't feel too bad after watching the Ohio State game, dude. Like, that'd be like Bama and Auburn go in the playoffs, and then Bama loses the first game, and then Auburn loses like that. Just knowing that all the Ohio State fans, New Year's Eve day, 3, 2, 1 was ruined. Yep. Thanks, dude. All right, so bullish and golden candle, you're below the 200-day moving average, but mother of God, dude. I mean, just like if Bitcoin just doesn't collapse, this thing is going to go to 150, 156, then 205, and then could continue onward. I mean, this thing reversed its trend. These levels are being regarded as support, not once, but now twice with the edge. It's just perfect, man. It has been the best. It is the best looking crypto that I've seen. Many are showing like harmonics and stuff that are completing, but none really that are showing it like this. This is so similar to Litecoin back in 2020 and XLM in 2020, where like the trend had already reversed, and then it's like a continuation harmonic before things started really getting frothy. I'll just show you real quick. Litecoin didn't do very well today. Nah. That's okay. Litecoin's going to be doing stuff when all these pull back tomorrow. Litecoin's probably going to take over the show, right? It's like, oh, okay. It's already doing amazing stuff. Reverses trend and back testing resistance support as support again. But like I'm saying, QNT is in this situation right here. How is this not QNT right now, chat? Right? You know, COVID crash was back here, and then just a rally off the lows, and then you're just holding, making very subtle higher lows, same lows, right? Clearly, too much demand to push the price lower. Gets it back above key levels, right? And then QNT is above key levels. And look at this, the M shape develops, the 886, then a classic accumulation structure develops. Just so happens the QNT is doing the potential double bottom, and then gone. Right? I mean, am I crazy here? Do y'all see this? What I'm talking about? Like, it's not exactly the same, but it's the same boat. Yeah? Look, the bottom of the bear market, oh god, COVID crash, not COVID crash, it just rallies, holds support, then the M shape. Then a pattern develops with the edge. So pay attention. This is the one, man. This was amazing. So that means, and it's not very liquid, I know, it's pretty but like, you know, 35 to 38% upside minimum from here. And then if it breaks that level, which you think it would because the trend has reversed, it's making higher highs, higher lows, it's creating the bullish structures. It could go up 83% from here. It might take a month or two, but that definitely would be a target. This is an active trade setup in Patreon. Still, it means, oh man, it's getting weak, but never hits a stop loss. No, you'd still be active in this trade. Yeah, QNT. All right. So what was and I know, dude, there's so much stuff to look at across the markets, but just looking at this because, as I said a few days ago, when things start getting insane again, more people will start watching. It's only price action. They're not here because they care about the TA. They're only here because they care about the price and number go up. And they'll be like, should I buy now? And it's like, bro, we're here every day with our viewer count just in shambles. No interest. And it's like, man, these are the times to watch. Like, I would prefer that I have 1,000 plus people watching me right now. And then I would be in agreement that when the pump happens, I lose half my viewers and it goes back down to what it is now. I wish, because I know it would be helping more people, double the people. But unfortunately, that's just not the way the world works. If it worked that way, then you know, there'd be no exit liquidity for the people that were sticking around when it mattered, like right now as I'm speaking to you. ETC 2 days ago, right? Same analysis, and it's up 20+% now off the 886. Crazy. All right, maybe we should just look at the this request real quick. We'll look at Doge for 289. We can look at the Maker. Maker was a request, and yeah, I mean, Maker, like, not a good one, dude. I mean, like, you look at QNT, then you look at Maker, and it's like, yes, dude, wow, in the middle of nowhere, looking left, really, it's engulfing bullishly. That's great, dude. I mean, one of the developers was murdered in South America. I don't think that's really good. You know, you just, like, yesterday, you hear me? Yesterday, multi-year lows on Maker, lowest effing candle close, lowest price of the entire bear trend. That's just, who cares? Like, I mean, like, who cares about this asset doing anything today? When you could look at QNT or Doge or Shiba or ETC or LTC or even Chainlink because it's at the bottom of a range, or even KSM because at least it's trying to do a type 2 at a support from 2020. You get what I'm saying? It's like, it just doesn't matter what it does because it's not giving us the things we look for that give us some sort of edge where we can use our brains and critical thinking to long something versus just, I'm going to randomly long Maker now in the middle of nowhere and it pumps. Nope, not how it works. So we're looking at it, and yes, it's not even hit like the other lows. Like, I figured it would be sitting 433. I think it's just a macro thing. Bitcoin didn't dump today. It's up like a percent. So, you know, Maker just goes up. Ethereum was up multiple percentage points. So, yeah, Maker's going to go up a little bit. So I'm thinking, like, once it broke 762, yeah, most likely in time, $300. But, yeah, maybe on the way you'll see, because a couple times you've seen reactions in 2019, 2020 around 430. So a little bit more downside. Just trash. Awful asset, and it doesn't matter if it pumps. Just doesn't matter. It only matters, I guess, if you're like a developer or you're like a long-time holder of this. And if you are a long-time holder of this, you lose. You lose. Yeah. So what was the next one? Maker and then FET. Fentanyl coin, great. Probably all-time highs. Fetch. Maybe there's like more data on another chart or something. I don't know, man. Maybe I have like old data or something. Yeah, there you go. Oh, wow. Interesting. Yeah, okay. So it's like, you know, mostly all the coins have hit 99% retraces, 95% retraces. It's crazy, right? You have a completed bullish butterfly, and it completed in July, right? And look how long it took. It even went lower, you know, probably hit a harmonic optimum price, you know, back in November, and it's rallied. And yeah, I mean, it's like, how is this a dud? Maybe, but I'll tell you what it's doing today. It is breaking some level. It's breaking the candle high close, right? Since it bottomed in July, a rally ensued, and it was like August where you created this base, this sell wall. Not really any, I guess, candle low closes in August 2020. So that's, you know, you broke it and then immediately rejected it. But these old other levels, right? This old swing low from May of 2019, there it is. It was formerly regarded as support in December 20th. And now you're breaking above 10.5 cents, which is great. I mean, like above 10.5 cents. What is the price action that we almost always receive on this asset? Well, straight down and up and down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So if it just does what it's done in history, there might be no consensus area for, you know, enough sell orders until 15 to 16 cents up here. So it is kind of breaking a 2022 resistance, right? You could just look at it. You could get rid of the harmonic, man. Just think about it like this. Get rid of the harmonic. Get rid of the levels from history, and you just look at it like, just do it like fresh, right? You see the chart? Okay, a low. Here is a low that was put in June. All right, that's the first bottom, and price action correlates to that from then on. And then the top. You could do the top like that, or like just like this, because it seems like the candle close with all these other touches, it's like a range kind of, and you're trying to maybe break the range. But then if you say, hey, what about this wick high from August? Then like this, you haven't broken anything, right? And you know, 11.85 cents. Yep, that could be the top of the range. So you're trying to break at least one part of it, the top. And if you can break 11.81 cents, 15.77 cents, that's it. Okay, FET. Up 8.6%. And that is why someone probably requested it, because it, you know, did that. But I like the higher low. I like it above the 200-day moving average. That's awesome. That's great. But remember, before that, it was the lowest low of the entire bear trend. But yeah, I mean, this is where, I mean, reversals can happen. It just might take forever. You know, it might take an entire effing 6 months. Well, guess what? That was easy. It's been 6 months, man. I've been in Biloxi and Vegas and Miami now, all over the place. And here we are, 6 months later, the same price, but maybe now, after all these assets did this, could be time. You just don't know. You got to pray for the stock market, man. You can't have the VIX going insane. It'd be bad, but it's okay. Let's go to AG for Matthew D. This is Matthew D, man. Silver miners. And is it on my watch list? No, not even. Dang. AG. Attorney General. Sorry, I got a lot of lines here, man. Let's see. There's a lot of data here. Good God. So, just forgive me. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. We don't really need those right now as much. So what is this man looking at? He's Is it an 88% retrace? By God, it is. Right? It's from the lowest low in March 2020 to the highest high after the money printer rally. You've hit the deepest of deep retraces, right? Excuse me. What's Matthew L? We have multiple Matthews. Thanks, dude. He says time-based capitulation is where most lose out. Time-based capitulation. Yes, that is like, over time, people like what's happening. You know, right? I mean, it's a good metric. My view count just keeps going down. Like, people are losing interest, and they keep losing interest. And even when an asset finally gets to the levels that make sense, they don't come back. They forget. Oh yeah, all these things I learned during the bull market, from Ray or from me or from like Scott Carney or from all these sources on the internet talking about 886s. They won't even know because they've just forgotten. They're just doing something else. They're learning another skill. They're watching TV. They're doing something else and they're distracted. And it's perfect. Composite Man loves that. But guess what, man? They'll be back. They always come back. That's one thing we know. So here's your 886. This is what he's talking about. This is why he wanted me to come here to show you.
For a good giggle check out band $3 day Gaussian Channel 0.3078710 LTC.
What's up, Trump player? Dude, yeah, I mean, band got smoked. It was looking amazing. And then just, while Bitcoin was selling off this last time, it just was getting wrecked. But we're going to look back at it. It's still making a higher low than the previous major low before it. So, okay. But chat, here we are. Here we are. How long did this take to develop? It's like we're in the universe, we're out in outer space, right? And these nebulas are just out there, man. And right now for us, because we don't live very long, right? But in the cosmos, it takes millions and millions of years for these things to develop. And all of a sudden the nebulas start turning, they start consolidating and turn into, like then all of a sudden, like, what fusion happens and then a sun develops and then, right? And then planets develop, all that. And that's what a harmonic is. I like on a daily time scale like this, just think about it was a nebula at first all this time. And now it's actually turned into something. So it's taken 864 days for this pattern to develop. Kind of a type 1 still. So it could always make its way to a type 2. And yeah, it might take forever, right? But you're looking at an asset that is certainly making higher lows. Look at the low from 2016, then a new base in 2018, and through 2020. Oh God, dude. It's like hundreds of millions of years to the cosmos, right? Oh God. So now here it is. So this time around, will all this matter turn into a sun or will it fail, right? It just was a state of nebula forever, but finally, all the variables and all those like low probabilities, but all the time that goes by, here it is, staring you in your face. You can't break the 200-day moving average yet. Not really much of an edge down here either. Well, I guess there was some bullish divergence locally from this low from May to July, but it's off that low, and so look, you make a low in July, and then you make a higher low in September, and now you're making higher low in October, and now you're technically made a higher low in November, and now you're actually making a higher low in December. I mean, midterm uptrend, I guess. Probably got a channel here of sorts. Yeah, like a little channel. I mean, it's been uptrending since it bottomed out in July. So yeah. But this one's pretty good. I mean, it really is. I love like the fact that it's just only accumulation, and now the M shape is complete. And it's just like another higher low. Like so much accumulation over the course of 6 years, 7 years, man. Wow. And let me just show you real quick. So this is Matthew D. This is his weapon. This is what he likes. What I like is we're using the James Webb telescope here on these, okay? These cosmic, massive structures that took hundreds of millions of years. CDE. CDE. Why I like it better, a little bit better than AG. It's just based on the fact that historically you got some help here, right? I mean, like look at this, the swing low from 2014, many years ago. If you can get above that, history tells us what would happen. Straight up to 743, straight down eventually, straight up and down and up and down and up and down. So I'm thinking right here, it's very, like, locally, it's almost the same as AG, but with, like, you know, a little bit more context. And you're right at that 200. It's so, it looks coiled up to me, like so ready to explode and begin the fusion process, and it's gonna make a solar system at some point, and then we'll harbor life. You harbor life, that's a successful, an asset trade playing out, right? Like us identifying the M shape and it playing out. That'd be it. That'd be when, yeah, life is harbored in the solar system at 7:43, right? Sorry about hitting my mic right there. I'm not in my element right now. We're gonna look at band for trumpet player. You okay? Does anyone understand what I'm talking about with the analogy? Is that good or bad? What's up, Jay Andrews? Just looking at some chat. I haven't looked at it at all today, really. Yikes. Bunch of yikes in the chat right now with the shout out chat for not being weird. Look, don't be weird. It's really easy to just not be weird, you know? But I don't know, man. Like, I think these market conditions kind of can bring it out of people, you know? It's like we're like getting cabin fever almost as market participants. Okay, so I mean, there's many miners, right? How about, like, what would fuel these miners? Well, look at gold. Gold making its highest price since June, like 6-month highs again, and just like yesterday and the day before, and now the day after. 1900 target, most likely. I mean, you know, it just look left. History tells us. But when you break this 1800 level straight up to 1900, why not now? There's nothing wrong with using history to help you gauge what could be coming in the future if the level of inflection from history was broken. Could do the same thing. So it's on the way. It's over halfway there at this point, and that wedge we look at on the 4-hour has been breached. You broke it, man. It's the wedge. It's the breakout. It's pretty, man, right now, isn't it? No bearish divergence anymore either. I mean, there is no indication of buyer exhaustion up here. That's what's interesting, right? So 1900, very, very possible on gold. Silver, real quick. There was a commodity that made multi-year highs today, like 7-year highs. Yeah, silver's still looking just kind of, like stalling out. The highs that are higher than the previous highs are just barely higher. And again, a lot of times that's just like exhaustion, stagnation. And again, like any sort of, when you see this next time, right? We'll just go back to Bitcoin for 2 seconds. You're going back to the first time before the crash in 2021. You just think about stuff like this where, you know, you have one high and you sell off, then you have a higher high that's not much higher, you know, because the impulse before was like insane, right? It's like a bull flag, crazy impulse, and then you sell off and you rally just barely higher. Then you sell up again, and then you rally again, you just barely higher, and then you really start going, you know, and it's, oh man, 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm talking about, like kind of a silver on a less significant time scale, just showing that the oomph, right? The power of the buyers is just kind of not there as much. There might need to be a more significant pullback, so you could get more market participants that would be like, hey man, finally a pullback so I can buy in, and that would take you on to way higher highs a little later. This situation didn't happen, right? It was ended. This was the end of the bull cycle, really. I mean, I know you went down to 30K, but yes, you went to all-time highs after that. What's up, Corey, man?
Doge breakout just hopped on.
Hey, man, you were the second person to request that. We looked at it already, but we can look at it again. Thank you, dude. But I think, like, you know, the bull market kind of ended in crypto in April of 2021. And then you became like, we didn't know at the time, but it turned into a no range, like a no trend, until it became a bear trend, and that's we've been in that. So we will certainly look at Doge again. This is, you know, making a higher low, pivoting above 16.2 is good, very good for now. Let me go back to Doge real quick for our man right there. Drop what I'm doing, boom, up 3.69%. So again, it is just a reiteration. Probably did a better job last time I analyzed it a little while ago. Bullish engulfing candle will be confirmed in 2 minutes. Local on the 8s right now. I'm not going to sing it, okay? Below the 200 moving average with a divergence there, you're building positive momentum again. Great news, you're breaking out of the bearish control zone. That is wonderful. You always want to be above 40, man. Always. You don't want to be like staying in 30 and then like rejecting above 40 and then falling back into it. You don't want to do that. So you're above it, and that's great. Highest RSI reading on Doge since December 14th. So, you know, a little over 2 weeks. But yeah, if this is going to play out, this is where the reaction occurs. It kind of started already, but you should probably see something more significant than this. If this is real. It's a completely completed pattern. And it's perfect. It's a perfect chart. It is officially hitting 886, where it did not officially hit the 886 in November either time. Now it has. All right. Yeah, J01. That's very true. That did happen. Someone got caught in in customs. It's real, okay? So it's not like me being inappropriate or gross. Someone, at the airport, they shoved gold up their butt as a suppository to smuggle it, and they got caught. I mean, I don't know how you don't get caught, and you have metal. What do metal detectors do? They just not detect gold? So I don't even know what they were thinking. Crazy. And then it's like, then how embarrassing is that? It becomes a news story, and it's like, wow, the reward was just not worth it, man. I just don't get it, man. It's crazy. If you didn't know about that, sorry, now you know, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's just going to have to happen to you. I know it's traumatizing, but I think that's the problem with a lot of society today. People just don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to know reality, so they just ignore it. It's like, sorry. Okay, go back to Bitcoin because local on the 8s for a second. It's just like, wow, man, it's going to be your highest daily candle close on Bitcoin. It is confirmed. Jesus Shams. Highest daily candle close since December 26th. Not really that great, but my God, we'll take anything at this point. It's so dead. It's been so dead. It's not really the one that, is, hey, man, we're swing traders and we have a congregation of variables that we want on an asset at a key level. It's just not the one that's that crazy, but we have them. We know the ones that do, and that's why I post the charts every day in Patreon and the Citadel and the Discord, and I try to look at them on stream. I've looked at some today, right, that are showing that. So okay, S&P 500 real quick. Look at these index funds just so you see and know what happened. It's just nothing. Same day. It's like up, down, up, down. All right, Jerome Powell. Inflation talk, it's nothing happens, right? It's like no new information, but the algos just react up and down. Same price it was freaking December 16th. Wow, it's January the 4th. You think lower, but it hasn't happened yet. You think like it's gonna go lower, but nope, not yet. And some assets out there doing really well. God, financials holding. Some things out there trying to reverse their trends. We had some golden crosses happen today. From what I saw, scanning. Dow Jones similar, just okay, it's up today. It's trying to hold. It's still below the zone, but right there, hasn't rolled over yet. Sellers have not come in yet. And then Nasdaq, nothing burger, still below 10,523. 10,523 is that swing low back from September 2020. Low from June of this year, you're below it still. So not really great. Just nothing. Up 0.69% today. You can barely even tell.
Here on /Alpha since 2019 Smile, I have a good year Mitty. Can you check Flux/US 0.212060003 LTC.
It's Tom H, man. Thanks so much, dude. Flux? Oh, God, dude. I thought we were friends. Yeah, we can look at your asset if you want. Sure. Thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel and sticking around. I know, like, people leave. People got life, and people can't, pay attention to these markets, and that's why they maybe watch and stuff. But it's like, just know you should always come back. Hey, man, it's been a while. Come back. Just check on the markets, man. All you got to do is watch the stream. It's free, right? I'm in here every day doing it, and it costs you nothing. Just a little bit of your time. And I am very cognizant and aware that people have limited amount of time. Do I come on here and bullcrap you? Do I come on here and like just talk about, oh, it's the news or it's something stupid? No, I'm trying to give you practical information about the markets in this current time, in this environment, on this day. So I'm aware you have limited time. So thank you for coming back. Okay. NASDAQ, and then IWM, Rust 2000, whatever. It's up 1.25% today. Buyers have defended this 170 level. I mean, it's so real right now. Right? I know, I get it. Momo shifted, but this is not a head and shoulders yet. It's not a head and shoulders till 163 is broken, and it's not even like a really good idea of a head and shoulders. You want them to be reversals, not really continuations. I think it's pretty rare you see head and shoulder continuations. Things to be like really bearish. So that's there. These are there to show you hey, it was a high, then it was a higher high, and then a lower high. Below the 200, below the supply line, below the inflection point. But after that, buyers have kept the price above a level that you desperately needed it to be above. Look, August 2018, September 2008, you see it, the peak. You see the other peak from January 2020, just before the COVID crash. Buyers are defending that as of today, as of the past few days, right? December 28th, they've been holding it, and you're above it now. So let's see what happens. If there will be a rally that occurs off of this on the new year, on the new quarter, on the new bi-yearly candle, or will it just dump later and we go see 160 and then way, way lower later? Let's see. I don't know, but all I can do is tell you where the key levels are and what the price is doing at those key levels. Okay? Those are your index funds. We'll look at gold, we'll look at silver. Commodities-wise, let's look at one asset that made multi-year highs. And it was, you wouldn't believe it. You would not believe it. Well, I guess you would. It is. Feeder cattle futures, chat. Yes, bullish engulfing candle. Feeder cattle futures, highest price since 2015. Right here, November 2015. Feeder cattle. So it's not only is live cattle futures, the steaks themselves, the cows themselves, not only are they hitting multi-year highs almost every day, what it takes to feed them, I guess, right? What it costs to feed the cattle is hitting multi-year highs too, in a stupidly massive uptrend where what it's doing today, I would not be surprised to see 195 in time. 195. Why? Because 195 is a level. Look, a swing low from 2015 and a swing high from 2015. There's nothing here. Straight up and down. So that's your target. Getting above the heart line of this beautiful channel. So we got higher to go. Not much really doing anything like that today. Orange juice still very elevated. It is not falling below $200, which is crazy. That is 275 is nuts. So that's a major level, and you're above it for now. Right there. That's the old all-time high from 2011. You're above it. You've been staying above it. It's where's the performance? It should be done, right? Quadruple bearish divergence on the RSI, and it's nope, sorry, there's a plague on Florida oranges. Whew. Let's let us look. I'm running out of time. I got dinner with my boy Miguel. His mom's been the realtor for me. She's been wonderful. And we're going to eat some food, some seafood. I had seafood last night. 105 ceviche. If you're ever in Miami, I've never had really anything like that to that extent of incredible seafood, like raw seafood, Peruvian style. I just never really had like true Peruvian, and that was unreal. I can't even believe it. It was so good. 105 ceviche, write it down. When you come here, you got to eat there. If you come here, call me, and we'll go together. Good God. Now, what was it again? The request... It was Flux, my God. Thanks again for everyone being here, about 600 of y'all. If you're joining the live stream, the like button below, so thanks so much. Oh, wow, here you go, man. Just up. This is pretty. This is very pretty. 886, 90%, type 2 return possible. Very, very nice. He doesn't come around very often, but all of a sudden he picks a beautiful looking asset. I don't give a crap what Flux is. It's probably a scam. But scams can create these patterns. The 886, it exceeded the 886. I understand that. But it didn't invalidate the harmonic, right? It didn't go beyond the hop. Virtually just made like 100% retrace, right? Let's look. Swing low. There it is. Look at that. I mean, and now making a very subtle, insignificant, almost unidentifiable higher low than the previous low locally. Bullish divergence, convergence right here. It's gorgeous. I mean, you can do this. Of course, it'd fail if Bitcoin crashes, but just saying, man, you're at a level that's reasonable for lower risk where you can strategize stop losses. Would you want to own Flux below 40 cents? Sweet mother of God, no. You don't want to touch that. But if this is presenting itself, and remember, from June to now, this is a 6-month large pattern. Doing some really nice stuff. Very, very cool stuff here. I like this. Very nice chart, man. I can't even believe it. Some random S coin presenting a pretty good looking argument. And it's a 98%. It didn't make an 886. It was lower. So there's not really like much of an accumulation argument from June to November, but it's still that M shape. It's still a complex wave structure with a second test. It was looking to be successful, and you're seeing now finally a little accumulation. If you were to target, there are ways to target. I mean, if you were going to be conservative, I think you would just go from the high point of the structure to the low point. And if it was really going to begin a new wave, right? The wave ended, and this is like telling you it's a very real possibility that a new wave will begin. I mean, to be conservative, very, very conservative in these trash markets, you could go with a 382 if you wanted. Would you probably get close to 3 to 1. But if not, then a 50% for a bearish 5-0, right? Bullish sharks will eventually turn into bearish 5-0s. So 91 cents would be a reasonable target here. Have your alert set up. You know, you hear the beep, it's going. Then after that, 50%, 786 could be good, like the A. August 12th high, and then maybe the top, like a 100% retracement, 142. So very good. I mean, this is wonderful. Dang, pretty good here. Not the best, but still. I'm gonna post this, man. Patrons, you need to know. Here it is. It has the makings of a varsity athlete. It doesn't mean that it will become a varsity athlete and become a starter, or even letter, but it could. Very nice, man. Tom H. Look what he's done. He invested himself a long time ago here, and it's like riding a bike, isn't it? Once you learn this stuff, it sticks with you. All right, man. So, been live for, I don't know, an hour, a little over an hour. It's not ceviche, ceviche. It's both. It's ceviche, yeah. I don't know. I was saying ceviche, it's ceviche, yep. Yeah, hibachi, ceviche, sabachi, kavachi. All right, what's up, Mr. Team Crypto? Just reading some chat because I didn't read any chat. 7 more likes till a certain amount. Do it. 300 likes and 2 likes. Hit the like button or be destroyed, all of you. We did it. Are we Sparta yet? Wow, imagine Half of y'all don't hit the like button. What did I do? Tell me what I did, chat. If you're watching and you didn't hit the like button, what did I do to make you not hit the like button? Right? I tried to make it to where the time you're spending here is not wasted. Try to provide value with charts. All I'm asking, just hit that like button, man. The free like button. Holy crap. Okay, so I think I've left y'all with pretty good information on at least maybe where we are today. I don't know if what happened yesterday will continue, but all we know is there are some assets. Where did all my data go? Hello? There are some assets out there that are showing stuff we look for. QNT I think is the best over all of them. I think this is number one. I think it is a already reverse trend with a Momo harmonic with a type 2 return with a bullish edge, and it's all happening at a very, very key level. This is the one to me. Even though, yeah, ETC was good too. It was alright. I mean, with the butterflies type 2. Yeah. And then, you know, Shiba Doge is up there for, whoa, very, very promising. For, if you know, like, it doesn't mean it's going to play out. It just means, like, it's at an actionable area. Or if it does, I mean, this is like where normally the wave, the bad wave's in, and the new big good wave, bullish wave happens. Dang, dude, what happened? All of a sudden, 377 likes. Y'all are amazing. That was a lot of people. Wow, fast. Well, the Doge potential setup is promising, right? I'm not saying like, oh, it's gonna moon. I'm just saying like, hey man, here it is. Why don't you go look bullish shark up? Why don't you go talk to Scott Carney? This meets the criteria for a bullish shark, and it's at the completion zone with divergence. It's there. That's real life. So normally at those levels, it's, you know, you don't always get the reaction. It can fail, but we're monitoring it. If you're not monitoring now, you should never monitor. Okay. I mean, William, I would think Georgia.
Can we look at CCL? Thanks, Mitch.
But I mean, it's tough to repeat, man. It really is. You know, TCU wins. That will be crazy. That will be the biggest underdog in all of college football playoff history. There will be not any team that has been such an underdog that would win. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you would just go with Georgia because it makes the most sense, right? They've been there before. They have superior athletes. I think they have superior coaching. Yeah, but you don't know. You don't know, man. That's why they play the game. And I have a lot of respect for TCU, and I think what they've done is incredible. And if they won, yeah, it'd be magic. So what did you just say? Sorry, man. Let me check that. Check my notes. CCL. Yeah, CCL is Crown Castle Carnival. Yeah, I was looking at. I think. Yeah, man. Yeah. Carnival. Okay, it's doing. Look, it's $8. Look at this. Yes. Okay, completely. Right here. I think I had posted to patrons. April 2020. The swing low. Right. Sprung above it, and look, this is like a higher low getting put in, a massive, it wasn't engulfing because it gapped up slightly from the low yesterday, but positive momentum building for the first day since November 21st. And yeah, it was a big day. It was a big day. A 912 target. If you ever broke 912, well, easily probably 1130. After 1130 that's when things get nuts and goes to 1479. So all right, yep, that's it. Yep, very interesting level here. I wouldn't call it an inverse head and shoulders per se. I mean, it could turn into one. I mean, if you were going to call it a potential inverse head and shoulders, you have a very real, undeniable neckline right here, right? And yeah, get that different tool. It's like this. That's your neckline. It's a little oblong, though. You want to have perfect shoulders. It's not too far off, though. I mean, you might get away with it like this, like left shoulder, head, potential right shoulder. You just don't know yet. It's not really about the structure locally, and the momentum could be shifting if it's a higher low than this low from October. But what it's most important, the most significant thing on this chart I think that's happening is getting back above $8. That's very, very real. So $9, and then after $9, $11, then $15 after that. So, or at least the supply line of this massive channel that's been very well respected on the way down. You gotta wonder, man, is Momo shifting on Carnival? Maybe. See what kind of follow through we get. Thank you, Chance, for the 15. And Chance the dog from Homeward Bound or something. Okay, man. I mean, these are just some interesting stuff, right? We get 400 likes. Let's go, dude. Did it. I remember, if you are following me on Instagram or something and you get a message, it's probably not from me. It's almost certainly an impersonator with a fake account that is trying to scam you to make you think it's me, so you give them your money. So just know that, and if you come across them, please report them and block them. Okay? There are many imposters. They keep coming. They get banned eventually. Then they just come right back, dude. They're a syndicate, man. Third world syndicate. That's their business, man. Hey, give the third world internet. Maybe they'll better than. Nope, they're just gonna scam Westerners. Yep. What were they thinking? What's up, Buddha man? Hello? Is it gonna do it? Sorry, Rudy Poo, get wrecked, dude. Get wrecked, Rudy Poo.
Hey Mitch, how are you
Hey.
doing in Miami? Are you going to live there for the future?
Yeah, you must be tuning in a little late. Yes, I'm moving here. It is confirmed. I put the earnest money down today on the property that I wanted, and I'm gonna get it. It's done. I mean, yeah, closings in like a month or less, a little less than a month. Yep. So it's a big deal. Thank you, dude. Miami Mitch, hey, I'm talking with a little bit of an accent, a little Cubano accent, man. No, it's crazy, man. I'm exotic down here. Southern white guy. They are rare down here, and people love it. I'm like the token southern white guy. Crazy. Fog machines and lasers? Maybe. I just don't, man. I'm traumatized, from the last. I'm not gonna. Those sprinklers will not go off. I don't even want to test if it's gonna happen. If you're in the UK, by the way, please get the commemorative token coins that have been minted by the UK Treasury. Please get them. If you don't send them to me, at least get them and be like, I'm putting one or two away, setting them aside for Ray, and I'll make sure he gets them eventually. Do that, please. I need these token coins in my life. Forever. I don't know. I think they're like $2 coins or something. £2 coins. Again, if you're in Miami, I'm here till Monday. So, if you want to hang out between now and then, just hit me up. DM me on Instagram. DM me on Discord. And maybe we can make something happen. We've done it with multiple people already. Send you the link. Just I can't find where you buy them. I have no idea how it works. I think you have to be in the UK or something. Okay, so thank y'all for coming out, and we'll see if Bitcoin can break this 4-hour 200 moving average. You're just testing and testing and testing. I like kind of how it's just stalling out here, not even coming close to the low from November, and it's not really Bitcoin so much that I like as much as I like some of these altcoins that the sellers tried once, and then, oh man, the fear came in around Christmas, a little before Christmas, and then all of a sudden the selling subsided right back at those same key levels, and then the rounding action, just holding on. Oh God, man, look, oh no, I guess it's over for Doge, but then all of a sudden it just hits the formal 886 and sits here and it's right back at the same price it was at November 10th, November 22nd. Gotta wonder. Let's go, G-Dog. Give me one more, dude, if you can. Just in case Gollum steals the other or something, right? Thank you, dude. Much love. I will get you like a P.O. box or something. But yeah, dude. Did you really get them, man? Already out? That's like the best gift ever. So what on Zeke? He's got all the commemorative Mitre TA coins. He's making me platinum, gold, and silver MRTA coins. You can get them if you want to. I just don't think, I don't know. Gotta hit up Zeke and see. Because he's going to have a site where you can buy them. Okay. Stop making it so difficult to leave, y'all. This is like actually been one of the most lit streams we've had and feels like forever. It's like people here, people active. I'm able to talk to y'all. There's like some activity on the chart. You know how insane that is, right? Bitcoin went up 1%. 1%. And look what happens. Life. Imagine what happens when these altcoins go up 10+%. I mean, ETC did it. Went 20%. Telling you, man, it's like always darkest for. It's always like this before new waves begin, new major waves. In at least for me as the streamer, it's always so dead, so boring, so demoralizing, and then just a little glimmer, and then all of a sudden, boom. Okay. So I really appreciate everyone coming out. Thanks for likes, love, support, contributions, everything between. 420 likes. Is that a joint? I'll be back probably just tomorrow, and let's just continue to monitor the assets at the levels and see if buyers can keep holding them, and let's see if we start catching some waves up. Doesn't mean we're going to, but you're there at the key pivotal areas. It's the time to watch now. So till next time. Excuse me. Till next time, respect the TA.